We do have an excessive heat warning that's in place, and that is in place for Dallas, Tarrant, Denton, Collin County, including Wise, Parker County as well, and even towards the south, getting closer to Hill County. This in place until 7, and this is just a ramped up version of the heat advisory, which is still in place for the rest of North Texas until 7. So the heat advisory, that's for heat index up to 110, which is the orange, but in the pink shade that you see there, that's heat index that's 110 or higher. And the reason that's in place is because a few of these locations did see heat index values over 110 yesterday, and we're really heading in that same direction. Cedar Hill 89 right now. It already feels like 100. It's not even noon. We're seeing a mix of sunshine and cloud cover, and that's what we're going to see really the rest of the day. The temperature climbs to 95 around 2, 98 degrees around 4. That's when we see our max heat index of 110, and even at 6 this evening, 97 degrees, feeling like 107. We have a small potential for rain, but most of us stay rain-free the rest of the week. We'll find the triple digits along our western and southwestern counties, the upper 90s for the Metroplex, the mid 90s for areas to the east where we do still have very elevated humidity. So whenever we have a lot of humidity, it's harder for our temperatures to climb. It's also harder for our temperatures to drop, and I'll touch base on that here in a moment. But look at this, the heat index values anywhere you look over 105. A few exceptions along our far northeastern counties. I think we see some cloud cover that could impact that later today. But here's a look at the cloud cover now. We had some storms yesterday, and this morning we still have some of the leftover cloud cover. It's high pressure that's still to our west that's allowing some of this cloud cover to survive in North Texas, but that's going to change here in the next 24 hours. This afternoon, we could see an isolated shower or storm mainly to the southwest of DFW. Otherwise, we're looking dry. The more west, the more southwest you are, the more likely you are to encounter a shower or storm. But I got to tell you, the chances don't look good. Okay, so I mentioned the high humidity. It's hard for temperatures to climb and to drop whenever there's so much humidity, which is why we have really warm temperatures, not just into the overnight, but into the early morning too. Tomorrow morning, we'll only make it to about 81 degrees. We'll only drop to 80 degrees in Dallas. Normal for this time of the year is mid-70s, and that does make a difference when we're talking about recovering from the heat with our bodies and with our pets as well. So just take care of yourselves. And like I mentioned, that high pressure, it's to the west, but it's going to center itself over North Texas here in the next few days. That brings our highs to nearly 100 every single day. It keeps us rain-free, and it keeps the humidity high because at the surface, we still have a consistent south wind, and that's just helping bring in a lot of moisture from the Gulf, and that in turn helps keep our heat index high. We will be close to 110 almost every day for the next several days. Actual temperatures in the triple digits this weekend into early parts of next week, and also for the 4th of July holiday. Very quick, an eye on the tropics because it is the hurricane season in the Atlantic. I've got 2 areas of interest, potential development in the next 7 days. The first one is kind of really a tropical wave that's headed towards the Yucatan Peninsula. That has a 30% chance of development in the next 7 days. And the other one is actually out in the middle of the Atlantic, but it's heading towards the Antilles, and it looks like 70% chance of development. That's considered a high chance for development in the next 7 days. The next name on the list is Beryl. We've already had one named storm this season, and we're looking for our second one. So we'll see how that takes shape. Neither one of those expected to impact our weather locally. What we're just expecting is the high heat. We're talking triple digits several days, not just this weekend, but into next week as well. And because of that high pressure, Chris, rain chances look to be really limited.